Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to take a close look at a very strange piece of technology. And yeah, it's a package from China, but this time it's going to be a quite weird one. And yeah, when it comes to these devices, I'm always like to search the weird ones, and sometimes we can find a pretty damn decent one. So when it comes to the shell itself, it is a very nice, comfortable handheld to hold. But when it comes like the quality, it's going to be cheap to the cheap like always. And it also has this very strange weird coating. I don't like it at all. Another thing is like the freaking battery compartment is having the option for two options, like the normal battery, and I'm guessing it's the BL5C, the Nokia battery, and also we're going to get the option for normal batteries. But there is no battery included, so this wasn't quite cheap handheld to pick up, and yeah, you can see it and many reasons why. So here we're going to get 4 buttons: on and off, reset, sound, and then we're going to get the reset or the start. I already said reset over here, but this is the start, A, B, X, Y, and then we're going to get ourselves the slider analog stick. And then we're going to get this weird 4 buttons that need to be D-pad, on and off, and the micro USB for charging if you're going to using basically like an internal battery. But we're going to use the 3 AAAs just for fun. Yeah, of course we're going to get ourselves the toilet paper manual. And basically this is what we're going to get. So they call this thing the Bluetooth 2.4G online combat manual. And the reason why, because this thing has Bluetooth functionality built in. You can basically connect two of these controllers and just play together or against each other. I don't have 2 of them, so a little bit of a bummer, so I cannot really try it out. Then we're going to get ourselves like the very cheap pointless cable, micro USB, that you don't want to use because these things are like super flimsy plastic. Alright, so the first thing I'm noticing, like the battery compartment doesn't work that great. I need to shovel the batteries to get this bloody thing to work. But let's close it up. Oh yeah. So at the back we can see here the tiny speaker. Later on we'll do a tear down just to see what we're going to get in the inside. So the first thing that we need to do is fill up the name. And the reason why, because we have the Bluetooth functionality and we can connect. Alright, so let's choose a name. Let's see how we're letter we can choose. Ah, we can use the full name. Cool, okay. So then we're going to get even 2 languages. Or 3. Okay, so I think I don't know, to be honest, like what it is. I'm guessing this is Russian, this is something like Chinese, Mandarin, something like that. Comes with 788-bit game built in. Oh boy. Oh man, looking at this, it's going to be all like homebrew games. So the display itself, I'm thinking is around 3.5 inches. But when you're looking at the view angle, it's not like very horrible. Like we have seen those cheap 8-bit ones, they got like very horrible displays, but this is not bad at all. So what this thing is, like basically we're going to get ourselves like a lot of homebrew games. Look at this, like we're having names like Impossible, Flying Bullet 2, like where's number 1? Is there a Flying Bullet number 1? But there is no naughty games today, not at all. But there you can see like it's filled with all kinds of weird games. So we're going to try a couple of them out. Wouldn't be surprised they were a rip-off from 8-bit games again. Even seeing some Angry Bird games. Yep, we can see it over here. So we're going to try a couple of them just to see what we're going to get. Alright, so the first one, we can basically choose 1 or 2 player. Okay, so funny thing is like I did review one of those devices that had similar games but didn't have the option to play for 1 and 2 player. So it's quite interesting to see like they changed some minor things out. So we can press B, we go back, press start, we go all the way in the game. I don't know if we're going to play cooperative or against each other. Like the analog stick is freaking awful. And the soundtrack you're hearing is from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Yep. Dun, 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 and they killed me. But the controls are freaking awful, like the D-pad is absolutely not a joy to play. But let's see what we're going to do, like pressing the reset button. And every time we need to choose a freaking language, quite annoying. They call this thing the Risk King. So basically this is like a freaking rip-off of the Super Mario games, of course. Oh man, this is really strange. I'm guessing I can stamp on them. Yep, that's like a really horrible addition when it comes to the Mario clones. Yep, keep jumping against it. So all the 4 freaking buttons do the same thing. Okay, so basically that's the thing that we're going to get with this. Alright, so we have a game called Donkey Kong over here. So they did use the original name. Let's boot up. We don't have a play 1 and play 2 option. Okay. Okay, it's booting up the game now. The soundtrack have been altered. We don't have turbo, so we cannot cheat in this game. We can make ourselves like a weird kind of a turbo. Turbo! Is there coming an end to this? No! Angry Chicken 2. Okay, we can choose a stage. I don't know if this is going to be any good, but... Okay, the animation seems to be like being very fluent. Okay, so it seems to be I clear the stage or what? Yeah, it seems to be. So I must say, like, when you're looking at the animation, it's not super bad. Like, I have seen myself share of shitty games, but... But they're using the original song. But okay guys, so the sad thing about this is there is no AVL function. So I do like it that they have like this Bluetooth functionality. The games are like a rip-off. I can play all freaking day of these games and just try them out. But in the end, like knockoffs from Donkey Kong as you've seen. And that's basically what we're going to get with these weird clones. But in particular, this one is quite interesting. I don't know like what's the point of this handheld in the end. Like we have seen a lot of share of shitty products, but this one, I must say, like... It is the spot of maybe, well, let's say one of the top 5. Okay, so let's open it up. Or did I forget a screw? Oh man, there was one over here. So you have to they always try to hide a screw. Or put a skid sticker on it. Warranty void. Okay, so let's open it up very gently. I think there was still one screw that has a small problem with me. Okay. Wow, so the way this thing is made is like, it's super cheap to the cheap. Like, really horrible. Okay, so everything has been soldered together. Like here we're going to get ourselves the 2 watt. Yeah, it's a 3 ohm 1.2 watts. So it's almost nothing. So the connections over here from the battery, which you can see that over there, that goes all the way to the freaking mainboard. So let's remove the last couple of screws. The way how this made is quite interesting, to be honest. But let's see how this looks in the inside and what are we going to get with all the other, like say, parts. Because I'm curious, is there an SD card in this thing, or is it just actually like everything like on a freaking chip and they are doing the same thing with the freaking blob. Okay, the next thing I needed to remove is the freaking joystick. Alright, I think I got all of the screws now, and of course all my buttons will fall out. Oh damn it, it's going to be a nightmare putting everything back together. But this is basically what we're going to get in the first shell. They're using this plastic screen to, or bezel to protect the screen. It's nothing really fancy. Everything has been soldered straight into the main board. You can see the LCD. Let's see if we can do anything about this. The weird thing is the way how this construction is, because I didn't see this before. Alright, we have this situation that they solder the LCD straight on the freaking main board. I personally really hate when they do this, because if the display goes broken, you cannot swap it out very easily. Of course, the black blob like always. Then this thing has been made in 2019. So as I'm making this video, this thing is already a couple of years old. So there's nothing much to see over here. I don't see the Bluetooth connectivity over here, how this thing has been reconfigured. Or everything. I don't know what this chip, to be honest, does here. But there is nothing else to see. There is no, let's say, an SD function or an SD card that you can swap out, or like doing quick firmware updates. So basically what you're going to get, yeah, this is what you're going to get in the inside. And there's only one thing that we still need to do before ending this video. Okay, but what do I think of this weird looking device? Is this thing worth picking up? I think not. This is more like a fun novelty that you want to collect in your handheld collection. or maybe you want to do some modding or stuff with it. But in the end, like, this is like a weird looking piece of technology. Like, it comes with some really weird games that are like all rip-offs from something. But yeah, the quality itself, the rubber compound, I will say, like I already mentioned a couple of times, it will get sticky after some time. So you're going to get like a sticky handheld. And you don't want to have a sticky handheld. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become one of the Wicked family. And I will see you in the next video.